Alright, hey, what's going on everybody? It's Evan from devasun.com, and in this video we're going to go over the menu component inside of Headless UI. So there's going to be two packages you're going to need before we get started. The first package is going to be the Headless UI, and the second package is going to be for Tailwind. I'll have the commands listed for both of those packages in the description down below. For this video I'm using Next.js, which is a framework for React. However, the concepts here are the same as if you were to use just a create React app. So in any case, let's get started. So before we start, if you're wondering what the container component here is, it's just a simple React component that's going to center the menu for us on the screen just to make it easier to see. Not that important, just doing that for the sake of the video. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to import the menu component like so, and then let's go ahead and put that menu component in our container. So there's two key important things that we're going to have in our menu. One is the menu button, which opens and closes the menu items, and then the menu items, which is going to contain each one of the items that we're going to have inside our menu. So let's go ahead and create the menu button like so, and then let's go ahead and create our menu items. And now that we have both of these, I'm just going to add in some dummy menu items. So we're going to say menu.item. So for this menu item, we can have it be multiple things. Maybe we want a div or an A tag, but in this case, we want this to be a div. So we're going to use the prop as, set it equal to div, and this menu item is going to be called show alert. And whenever we click on this menu item, it's going to show an alert in our browser. So let's use the onClick prop and then just have it run the alerts whenever we click on it. Now before we continue, I'm actually going to add some styling to this because in Headless UI all of these components are unstyled, so that means we have to add our own styling. So I'm just going to add in some Tailwind classes here. And I'm also going to be adding some styling to our menu items and item. Now let's go to our browser and see what this looks like. Now you're going to see our menu button right here. Now if I go ahead and click on this, it's going to show our menu. We only have one menu item here, which is show alert. And if I click on it again, it's going to hide it. Also, if I click on it and then click off of the menu, it's also going to hide the menu. And all of that is handled through Headless UI. So it makes it really easy to create menu components on the fly without having to go through the process of creating your own logic. Now, if we go back to our code here, we're going to actually add another menu item. I'm going to title this menu, "This item is disabled." And we actually want to make this item in our menu disabled so the user cannot click on it. So to make a menu item disabled, all you have to do is give it the disabled prop. And we want this menu item to be a div, so we do as div. And I'm just going to give it some styling. And now if we go back to our browser, all right, so now if we go to our menu, we're going to see our two menu items here. If I click on this, it's going to show an alert saying showing alert, just like we had in our code. And if I hover over this item is disabled, you'll notice that I added some styling to make it display that this is not able to be clicked on. And if I try to click on it, it doesn't do anything. All right, so now I showed you a regular div item, a disabled div item. Let's go ahead and try to make a menu item and have it act as a link. So now we have our menu item and we're going to say as A to have this be set as an anchor tag. I'm just going to title this view settings. And so this isn't actually going to take us to our settings page yet. So let's go ahead and add an href prop and have it go to /settings. Then I'm just going to add some styling here. And now if we go to our browser and I open up our menu, we're going to see view settings. And now you see it's taking us to /settings. Now we don't actually have a page for settings. I'm just demonstrating that this can take you to a different page. And now the last thing I want to show you is that you don't only need to have a menu item component within your menu items component. So for example, if I want to add a div and it'll say signed in as Evan, and I'll just add some styling to this real quick, styling to this div as well. And now if we go back to our browser, we're going to see signed in as Evan. Of course, this doesn't do anything when I click on it. It's basically acting as a header, and we can see that our functionality still works below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. A link to the GitHub repo will be in the description down below, as well as the commands to install the libraries. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.